Hey, how you doing there again, folks? Me again, of course, Brandon Wenzel. Come back at you, another offering off my sampler platter. Yes, indeed, folks, sampler every series of videos I'm going to do for a little while now. Go over there, try out food and drink items. I eat stuff, I drink stuff, then, folks. Come on now. I'm going to talk about stuff. I'm going to let you know all that you need to know about hopefully delicious stuff that time I'm doing this, folks, I'm not going to lie. Do I look tired today? I don't know. Everybody kept telling me I look tired today. I don't feel tired. I don't know. I think I'm just kind of ugly, but whatever. Folks, it's super simple format. I'm going to go over there, try out food and or drink items for you. Whilst I'm doing it, so I'm going to yammer on about it for a bit. Whilst I'm doing all that, I'm inside my truck, and whilst I'm doing all that, folks, I'm wearing grody work clothes. Typically, when I'm inside the truck and I'm wearing grody work clothes, that means I was on my way home from work and I found some shit to review for you. That is not the case today. I actually picked this item up a couple days ago. I went out to Walmart. I had to get some supplies. And, I always like to keep my eyes open for, potential review items and stuff. And I saw this and I'm like, well, that just seems like a thing that screams Brandon Wenzel all over. So what is it? What am I reviewing for you, folks? It happens to be, boom, it's from Bubly. It is their Bubly Burst Sparkling Water Beverage of the Pineapple Tangerine variety. Now, folks, if you watch my channel long enough, you know why this is a thing, right? Because I'm a pineapple slut. I love everything pineapple related. I love it so much. I have an entire playlist called the Pineapple Playlist, which is just pineapple related reviews. This is going to end up on there. But anyway, yeah, so it's immune support, antioxidant, all that stuff. Bubly is a brand of sparkling water. Again, this is like their sparkling water beverage. I think what this is, this is basically them trying to kind of like nudge their way into the market that like the sugar-free ice drinks have. I've reviewed some of those in the past. I think this is that. I think this is going to be like almost a kind of bubbly soda thing. But let's find out together. Oh, let's get a thing for the thing. Because we want to get a thing for the thing. It looks like this. Ha 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 ha! Let's give it a go. It's nice and cold because I put it in the freezer at work. Took it out right as I was leaving. Smells pineapple-y. Like the overwhelming scent I'm getting is pineapple. That's got me happy. Yep. Kinda. So yeah, it's definitely trying to, again, it's trying to be along the lines of like the ice drinks. Where it's, like they call it a sparkling water beverage, but like clearly there's like more to it than that, like calling it a sparkling water doesn't feel entirely genuine. There's definitely some flavorings and other stuff going on beyond just the sparkling water aspect. And it almost, because of the sparkling aspect, because the flavoring aspect, it almost drinks kind of like a soda, which is nice. I like soda. But at the same time, there's definitely differences. For one thing, the sparkling ice stuff definitely tastes way more like a soda than the bubbly does. I think a lot of that has to do with the level of that sparkling carbonation aspect. I think the sparkling ice definitely has a stronger carbonated flavor. So you get that like nice crisp, like, from the sparkling aspect. Whereas with this, it's there, but it's more subtle. It's kind of like a bit of a finisher in terms of the flavors and the textures that you're enjoying. 10 calories. It's got 1 gram of sugar. It's probably sucralose, so it's got sugar and sugar adjacent. But yeah, it's not bad. It's not quite as good as I was hoping, because again, like I really was coming into this thinking, okay, I think this is basically just going to be a different brand of sparkling ice. And while fundamentally I kind of feel like it is, I definitely prefer sparkling ice, their presentation, more than I do with this particular bubbly. But I do like the pineapple flavor. Like, no two ways about that. It's got a good flavor to it, and again, it's, if you come into one of these things expecting like a normal sparkling water experience, you're going to be hugely either disappointed or, it's going to exceed your expectations because it has way more flavor than any sparkling water I've ever personally had. And again, it drinks more, along the lines of like a traditional carbonated beverage like a soda or, like a sparkling juice or something like that. But yeah, the flavor is nice. It's definitely a blend. I mean, obviously, it's a blend of the two flavors, the pineapple and the tangerine. Um, and it is like, it's a cohesive blend. I wouldn't say that you get like part pineapple, then part tangerine. And I wouldn't even say, honestly, you get like a really strong from either one. You sort of, like I said, you get that blended aspect, which for me is a little bit good and bad. It makes for a nice enough flavor, but obviously I want the pineapple to be the strongest aspect. And while I do feel like it's a little bit stronger than the tangerine, I do feel like it's more blended than anything. And there are hints of the tangerine in there too. It's got that tangerine, very sweet, but it almost has like because of the tanginess, it almost has like a very very slight kind of bite to it, And pineapple has a bite too, but it's different. I think you get more of the bite from the tangerine aspect, more of the sweetness aspect from the pineapple. And it's nice. I like it. There's actively nothing I dislike about that. Doesn't have any weird off flavors or doesn't taste chemically or anything like that. It's good. It's tasty. But two questions have to be asked. Would I get it again? Would I recommend it? Maybe on occasion, and sure. Like I said, it's you have to compare it against sparkling ice because it's so similar in so many ways. I definitely like sparkling ice just better. I think that it's just for me it works better. I like the level of the carbonation. I like the strength of the flavor more. But I don't dislike this, and I do like the flavor of what it's being presented with. It's one of those things where it's like, I mean, I don't drink a lot of sparkling ice anyway, if I'm being honest. But, every now and again, like, I'm not opposed to them or anything. This could be a potential substitute kind of thing if I particularly wanted some pineapple tangerine, I guess. But, yeah, it wouldn't be a go-to for me, but at the same time, I'm not going to be unhappy about it. And if I'm recommending it, again, like, sure. It's not a bad product. And again, I think if you sort of already enjoy, beverages similar to sparkling ice, I think that, again, it's an alternative. Maybe you don't like that same level of carbonation. Maybe you want something that's a little bit lighter. This works in that capacity. Now, I will say, I believe sparkling ice, and I could be off on this, but I believe sparkling ice is 0 sugar. This at least has 1 gram of sugar, but, But yeah, just in terms like the flavor experience and everything, well, like I said, me personally, I don't like it quite as much as the sparkling ice. I do think that it's just a nice drink, and at the very least, I think, this is the only flavor I've tried so far, but I would imagine that the other flavors are probably pretty nice too. Maybe I'll review those eventually. We'll see. But, final 2 things, folks, 5 things before I get out of here. Have yourself a great rest of your day, spectacular rest of your week, monumental rest of your month, stupendous rest of your folks. Go over there, have yourselves a truly pineapple-tastic rest of your life, because when it's pineapple related, it's always pineapple-tastic. Folks, very final 2 things. Number 1, try to bring some positivity into the world. It's not always possible. It is, however, always appreciated. But what you do if you can't do it all the time, I know I can't do it all the time. Here's what you're going to do, folks. You're going to try not to be an asshole. Folks, it's not always the easiest thing in the world to not be an asshole. Trust me. I know it. I live it. I'm out there every day with you in it. Life can be stressful and frustrating and just bullshit sometimes, folks. And when we find ourselves in situations where we have to deal with said bullshit, it's important that we go over there whenever possible. Take a step back, try to mitigate the level of assholishness in our lives, hopefully do better for ourselves and for those around us. Very final thing, folks, do the thing. Whatever the thing is for you, that's what I want you to go out and do. Here's what I'd like you to do, folks. let me pose the question to you. Should I go over there and review the rest of the Bubly Burst flavors? I don't know exactly how many there are. Maybe 4 to 5, something like that. I'm certainly not opposed. I grabbed this one specifically because of the pineapple aspect. But, like I said, I could give it a shot. Like I said, let me know. Hit me up in the comments about this stuff. And if there's anything else, I can try to go over there and get in a review for whatever. Here's another question for you. Are there any other, sparkling ice alternatives? Because, this is the only one that I know of specifically. Like I said, maybe I'll do a comparison one day or something like that. Who knows? But anyway.